Hi everyone, thank you for joining today's webinar on Unlock the Full Potential of JSM, Create Product Roadmaps and Engage Customers. So today we are going to talk about how you can transform chaos into clarity with the help of Roadmap and Idea Portal for JSM, the app that will help you to manage your roadmap, manage your ideas coming on JSM from your customers or other stakeholders, and create a complete transparency of your product roadmap. My name is Anu, Customer Success Manager at Amoeboids, and I'm going to be your host for today's webinar. So let's begin. So this is the journey of our today's webinar. We will begin it with the chaos behind unstructured feedback. We will talk about some pain points, and then we will also talk about how you can bring bring structure and transparency into your product roadmap management and remove all the clutter and the chaos that you are currently facing as a product manager. Then we will also talk about one real customer success story, which is around how the anonymity feature helped our customer to, make an impact with a managed and transparent roadmap portal. Then we will talk about the key features of Roadmap and Idea Portal. Then I'll give you a quick live walkthrough of the app, and then we will talk about some key takeaways followed by Q&A session. So let's begin. So meet Maya, who is actually a product manager, and she is overwhelmed with constant regular tickets that she is receiving on JSM from different stakeholders that she has. Since every day she is receiving a lot of tickets, it is very difficult for her to manage those tickets, segment them, structure them, and create a product roadmap out of those tickets. It is so difficult to decide the priorities, which ticket to pick first, which idea to pick first, which one should be brainstormed a little bit, and so on, right? Since there is no structured way, it is quite difficult to analyze the data and take the decisions, right? Now, it's not just the product manager's problem or the Maya's problems that, but it's if we think of it from business perspective, it is definitely going to cost a lot to a business because when people are using your products, they are the true users of the product who can give you the feedback and some kind of direction for your product, right? Because they are the actual users, they know the actual use cases, um, and they tend to share their valuable ideas with you, which can definitely give a good direction to your product. But if these valuable ideas are lost in tickets, then customers feel frustrated because they feel ignored, unheard. The use cases that they want to cover with the feature ideas they have shared with you are not worked upon, which again doesn't provide them value in the product, the value that they expect out of the product. And since there is no alignment between the product and the customer needs, in long run, customers might churn, and it could be a huge loss for the company, for the product, and it is going to cost you big in long run, right? So it is very important for you to listen to your customer, make them feel heard, and for that you definitely need a structured way to handle all the tickets, where you can definitely take up those tickets and provide the regular updates to your customers. They should know where exactly my idea is in the loop, and so on, right? So these are the things that customers expect. Now let's talk about a positive scenario here. So just think about this: what if you could collect every idea in one place? And what if you could prioritize what matters most, right? So if you are if there is certain kind of idea, some idea that has been shared with one of your customers, that is available for everyone to see, and then um, whoever finds it valuable or interesting, they are coming to that idea, they are reading that idea, they are providing their votes, or maybe they are providing comments, or maybe adding additional ideas or touch points on those items, right? And it becomes easy for you to prioritize such tickets. What if you could do that kind of prioritization? What if you could build a transparent roadmap that is not just helping you to stay aligned with your internal teams, collaborate with your internal teams, but it's also loved by customers, because you are creating that transparency between you and customers. So for all of this, let's meet roadmap and idea portal for JSM, one place where you can manage all your tickets, or the ideas, let's call them ideas, that are coming from your different stakeholders. You are able to manage them, you are able to transparently showcase them, and you are letting people know where exactly their idea lies in the workflow, and what exactly we are doing with it, right? So one portal, countless ideas, and complete alignment means roadmap and idea portal for JSM. Now, let's talk about some features here. So, our roadmap and idea portal app for JSM allows you to capture ideas via a branded portal. We will talk about the branding aspect when we go toward the live demo. Then, link ideas to Jira issues, right? So, it will allow you to link your internal Jira issues, internal stories that you are creating to, serve those Jira tickets, can be linked with your ideas. And then you can create a certain automation where, for example, your internal ticket is moved from, added to backlog to writing specs. So that means it is in progress. You have picked that idea and you are working on it, or from writing specs to it is ready for development, right? So so this kind of automation can be managed. So you can club the Jira automation and roadmap portal, the ideas on the roadmap portal, and your internal issues in the Jira, right? You can just connect all these dots, create an automation. So whenever any idea is moving from one stage to another internally, the idea tickets, the ideas or the JSM tickets that are available for the external stakeholders are also automatically moving forward. So you can just create this kind of automation and make sure everything is running smoothly and the workflow is actually making a lot of sense for the external customers or the external stakeholders. Now, you can prioritize this with votes. You can also include the anonymity feature in this case, and let people vote on the ideas and then prioritize to those ideas based on the votes and comments. You can also decide whether this portal should be public and available for everyone, or it should be private, which has to be just an internal roadmap portal for internal collaboration, or it should be visible for your restricted set of stakeholders, right? Like your organization or specific people from specific domain. We will also talk about this feature in detail. And then at the end, when these tickets, these ideas are moving from one to another stage, you will be able to auto notify your contributors on the progress. So these are some features within roadmap and idea portal. We will see it in action in a moment. Before that, I'll talk about a quick customer success story where one of the customers was struggling with prioritizing the roadmap, I am prioritizing the ideas they were getting on the JSM. It was since the feedback from customers, the engagement from customers was so inconsistent, they were not able to make decision which idea to pick first, or how to prioritize the roadmap and how to prioritize those ideas, because they didn't want to make their stakeholders or the customers feel unheard. Just give me a moment. Yeah. And that's where we built this anonymity feature, the option to let people vote anonymously on the roadmap portal. Because what happens is, a lot of people, a lot of customers don't feel comfortable in revealing their identity when they are voting or commenting on the roadmap portal. They want to vote, but still they want to stay anonymous. They don't want to reveal their identity. And in this case, when this feature came in, uh, it was so easy for people and comfortable and safe for people to share their votes anonymously, which in turn resulted into 40% of increase in the feedback volume. And due to this increase in the feedback and enhanced engagement, um, the products team was able to deliver ideas on the roadmap by 25%. So there was an increase of roadmap delivery by 25%, right? Which in turn, of course, made their customers happy, made them feel heard, and they were happy to share more and more consistent feedback. So it completely eliminated the challenge that they were facing. It completely resolved the issue that they were facing, and it ended up into a candid and engaged customer base, and that kind of collaboration between the customers and the products team. So that was the important use case. Now let's see the app, the roadmap and idea portal for JSM in action. So I'll quickly share the screen with you. uh, yeah, so here we go. So as you can see, within this service project, we have this roadmap portal app here, and there are different portals. I'm going to open one of them. So by chance, if you are creating a new one, you can just click on add board and you will be able to see all the configurations. So instead of just starting with the blank roadmap, I'm going to show you the roadmap that is already created in the system. And you can see that there are some basic settings like title, description, the path. In terms of path, if you need, you can also use the custom domain where you can showcase your company's domain along with the roadmap portal path. And then there are some settings related to look and feel, and where you can add your logos, add the branding aspect here. You can add different header links and data, the tooltips related to those header links and so on, right? So when we go to the roadmap portal, we will be able to see that as well. So let me quickly open it by side, right? And then you will be able to manage the roadmap access. So if it's public, that means it's visible for everyone, whoever can access that link or whoever has that link. Private is something where it will be visible only for your teams who or the agents and the JSM admins. Then restricted means you can make it available for specific organizations that are there within your JSM, which are basically your customers, or specific email domain. So when you mention those email domains or organizations, only those people can view, and log in and view the roadmap portal, right? So then there are some user permissions as well. So the like admins and JSM, these people will have separate permissions, set of permissions, whereas JSM customers or non-logged in user in case of public roadmap, who can take what kind of actions or what permissions they would have related to comments, related to voting, and so on, right? So these are the different user permissions, and then of course there are some features like Google Analytics. You can also add the widget. So let's see the roadmap portal live here. So as you can see, so you'll be able to relate here. So all of this comes in the look and feel related configurations like the title, description, your logo, then the link on the logo, your header links and their text and so on. Here you can allow an option, add an option for people to log in, right? Now, if we look at it from the logged in users perspective, this is how it will look like. Yeah, so you can see I have logged into the portal, and then there are different tabs that people can access, right? So ideas will have a kind of a list view where people can scroll through the list of the ideas that are already added there by them or any other stakeholders that are publicly available. Then in the roadmap tab, you can see a Kanban like view where you can add multiple columns, and then the based on the status transitions, like I mentioned earlier, the idea will move from to be planned to next in line and to the in progress. And once it is live, it goes to the shipped tab, right? And you will be able to see, okay, what all ideas have been already delivered on the roadmap. Release notes is the tab where if you are using our another app called automated release notes and reports, which helps you to automate your release notes and reports. So if if you are using that app, you can bring those release notes into the roadmap. So people who are accessing your roadmap can actually also see what went live in each of the release that you are publishing. Now this is the output. So let's go back to the configurations now. Now we were talking about the widget here, right? So if you look at this widget here, it allows you to create tickets or ideas right on the portal. So instead of someone going to your service portal, they can create a new idea right here on the roadmap portal, and that configuration is available here on the portal. You can directly get the JSM widget here. You will have to add that data key. Otherwise, you can also select a custom form that you have already created in your JSM, and you can bring that form here and add this widget on your roadmap portal. Now, this is the header link that you already saw here, and then there are board users, so you can add your internal team members as board users, so they will be able to see what's going on the roadmap portal, how many votes they have been getting, and they can moderate the comments and so on. So these people are actually the people who are going to manage the roadmap portal, and they will be getting all the notifications on different actions coming from the contributors or the customers that you have. You can also so like I said, the contributors will stay notified of all the progress of the ideas. So you can decide whether you want to send that email notification from our domain default email address of the portal app, or you want to send it via your own domain. So you can also do the SMTP setup, use the SMTP to send these notifications via your own email address with your own domain. Now, these are all basic settings. Now moving on to the basic settings, but tabs and columns, right? So you can add a tab which will have either a list view or Kanban view. So like you can see on the ideas portal, we have incorporated the list view, and on the roadmap tab, we have incorporated the Kanban view. Here, it's all about the JQL, how these issues or how these tickets or ideas are fetched onto your roadmap will be decided based on the sorry, based on the JKL that you add here. So for example, project is AOS, and this is the specific app for which I'm creating this product roadmap. And then issue type is not bug. So except bug, everything else will be pushed to roadmap if the roadmap status is in open or under consideration. So for the last clause here, if we go to one of the idea here, one of the Jira JSM ticket here, you would notice in this custom section that we have created for the roadmap portal, we have some custom fields created. There is something called roadmap status, right? And we have added different statuses. So if this ticket was in under consideration or to do, it would have been into the ideas tab. But since now it is live, the status is live, it will be showcased or it will be displayed under the shipped tab here, right? So based on the status, these tickets or these ideas will move further from one tab to another tab or one column to another column when it comes to the Kanban view. Now, moving to the roadmap tab here, so you can see we have added different columns like to be planned, next in line, in progress, and again it has a similar kind of JQL. The difference only is in the roadmap status clause here, where here roadmap status is in to do. When it moves to ready for dev, it will be moved to next in line. When from ready status, for dev status, when it goes to in progress, it will move to in progress. So all of this can be managed automatically here because based on the JQL, that ticket will move from one column to another column, as well as you can also manage the ticket with the Jira automation. So let's say for this particular ticket here, this AOS ticket, the service desk ticket, we have this internal ticket or internal story that we have already created. So like I had earlier mentioned, if you club together your internal Jira tickets, your JSM tickets and Jira automation, if you connect all these dots, you can manage the roadmap automatically based on the Jira automation. So whenever you can just create automation, okay, if this internal story moves from ready for dev to in progress, move the linked AOS ticket from in progress status, right? From ready for development to in progress status. And if once that is moved, that ticket will automatically match with the JQL here, and it will be moved again from next in line to in progress column. So this is pretty, kind of an automated way for managing your roadmap and keep it managed and structured all the time so people can see the progress on the ideas that you are working on. Now, once this is done, there is field mapping, right? So you can see these are the default JSM fields like summary, description, status, and so on. And we have mapped these roadmap summary, roadmap description, status fields from the roadmap portal, right? So these custom fields are mapped with the actual default fields here, right? So what happens is when customers are sharing these ideas with you, sometimes they might share some confidential data, or even if it's not confidential, they tend to share these ideas in their own way, which may not be suitable for your mass customers or everyone who is reading that ticket. So it has to be in a consumable format, or the content has to be easy to understand for your all the stakeholders. So from that perspective, what you can do is based on the ticket summary and description, you can create your own summary and description that can be easily understand that people can easily understand, right? So when you map these fields here, the actual content that is visible for your end users of the roadmap will be from these custom fields and not the default ones. So for that, you can use this roadmap mapping feature. Now, once this is done, you can save your roadmap portal, and then you will be able to see this entire roadmap. Apart from that, there are some advanced settings as well. So if I move to advanced settings, you would notice that you can add your custom domain. So you have to create a service ticket with us for updating your custom domain. Then this is a release notes feature. Like I said earlier, if you are using our app ARNR, you can use this release notes feature. Then there is another app embedded for Confluence, which will help you to embed your Confluence pages into the roadmap portal. So you can do that as well. You can use custom HTML and custom CSS option to enhance the look and feel of your roadmap portal. Then there is notification. You can just have customized notifications for your all users. And there are some other settings as well. Most importantly, we also have the language support. So for language support, you need to manage it from the advanced configuration. So as a Jira admin, you have to move on to app settings and then configurations page where you can do the language support. So you can see we also support these four different languages. So you can have this multilingual roadmap portal available. And then if you, let's say you have all these four languages available on the roadmap portal, people can easily switch to the preferred language. Then for email notifications to send them from your own domain, you can do the SMTP setup as well, right? So you will have different kind of service providers here, and you will be able to do the SMTP setup with the relevant service providers that you are already using. So that was a quick demo of the app. Let's look at some end users actions as well. So as we already talked about the widget part, so people can share their ideas right from the roadmap portal because of with the help of this widget. On the list view, they can view all the tickets that are already there added as idea. So we are gathering some response or the feedback from people, and that's why whenever we receive any interesting idea, we make it visible on the portal and people can look at it, add their comments or add their votes on the portal. You can see that people can add vote for themselves or add vote on someone else's behalf. If I find this as an end user, if I find this idea very interesting, I can also subscribe myself, so I will be able to get all the notification on the progress of this particular idea when it moves from one status to another status. Then if we go to roadmap again, in similar way, you can look at these ideas. You can see how many people have voted, how many people have commented on it, and so on, right? So these are the different actions that people can take. You can do the sorting based on your requirements here, and you can search for specific issues, apply different filters, and so on. So these are some these are some user related actions that people can take as the stakeholder, as the contributor, customer, or the end user of your roadmap portal. Uh, yeah, so that was all about pretty much about the app and the how exactly it works from the admin perspective as well as from the end user's perspective. Moving back to our slide with key takeaways. So I hope you liked the demo, you found it interesting, and you would definitely, I hope you will, after this webinar, you will try the app and take a look at it. So before we end, let's talk about the key takeaways. So basically, if you are using this roadmap and idea portal, you will be able to create a clear process of idea collection, and you will be able to manage those ideas in a structured way and deliver it on the roadmap. At the same time, it also helps you to build the transparency between you and your stakeholders, which definitely builds the trust between you and your customers, and they tend to feel heard, and they try to engage more and more on your roadmap portal, which is in long run is definitely going to help you to build your product from a customer's perspective as well. And when you have this transparency, when you build this kind of trust, when you have this structured process in place, it definitely also helps you to internally create a stronger alignment with your teams as well. So you are able to collaborate with each other and build strong relations internally as well. that make the and all in all it will help you to make a great product, to build a great product. If you have any feedback, or if you want to try the app, you can just scan this QR code here and take a trial of roadmap and idea portal. You can try it for 30 days for free. You can just explore the app, you can build your roadmaps, and you can just do some trials and tests and see whether it suits your requirements. That's all from my side. So if you have any questions, please let us know. I'm happy to answer those questions. So it seems we don't have any questions coming up. So I take that silence as a no, and I'll just quickly wrap this. So it's a wrap for today's webinar. Thank you so much. Thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to hear from you. Please feel free to reach out for if you want to start a trial, or if you want, a personalized conversation on Roadmap Portal and Idea. Thank you.